That was the year that World War II started. And 20 years prior, the Blessed Mother had been encouraging people in World War I to pray for the end of that war, or a worse war was going to happen. And that's exactly what happened in 1939. So, not only that, but my parents were married in 1939, so that was important to us. So, at that time, I don't know if you all have heard of Father Patrick Peyton.
Yeah.
Yes. They are renovating his center down in northeastern at Stonehill College area. It was supposed to be open the end of the winter, but it's not open quite yet. But pretty soon we're going to hear about this new center. It should be very interesting. I finished reading his autobiography. I was so impressed. I mean, he was someone that had millions of people come to his crusades, Rosary Crusades, in these sports, what do you call them, like the sports arenas, 20, 30, 40 people, 40,000 people. And he just kind of revived the Rosary. I hope we all have a chance to look him up. If you have internet, look up Father Patrick Peyton. And his book is wonderful. It's just so inspirational.
Can you repeat, I'm sorry, the name? Father?
Yes, Patrick, P-A-T-R-I-C-K, Peyton, P-E-Y-T-O-N.
He's the one who said the family that prays together.
Yes, he is the one that said, the family that prays together stays together. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm kind of excited that he's suddenly going to be have a new center. It's going to be opening. So if I hear anything about that it's open, I'll try and let you know at the Legion meeting. So I think he is a great example of readiness and accepting situations. He never gave up. He never quit. He went to Hollywood and he enlisted the actresses and all the Hollywood people, and they had a television program. Do you remember the 1960s? There was a program from Father Patrick Peyton about the Rosary. It's really something worth looking into. Let's see. Well, at some point I was thinking, I'm a Catholic, a cradle Catholic. And I took advantage of, in our parish, we have RCIA. I'm sure a lot of the parishes have that. It's the rite of Catholic initiation of adults. So adults that want to join the church, they go through the RCIA. We had that in our parish in 2012, and I went through that. Even though I had received all my sacraments, I wanted to see how they were addressing Catholicism to the adults that are around, that are trying to convert, or maybe they're just not religious at all, but how do they, present the Catholic Church to the adults? So I went through it. It was like a 6-month period. In fact, on Easter Vigil is when they all receive their sacraments. You probably have that in your Mass for your Easter Vigil.
Yeah.
So, so that kind of experience kind of inspired me to become a Legion of Mary member. And fortunately, we do have it in my parish. And let's see. I think you'll agree it's exciting to be a Catholic today, in spite of all the news you're hearing. Now, in the year 1000, there was a crisis, and every now and then there's always a crisis. The same crisis we're having right now in the Catholic Church, with the abuse and the cover-ups, was happening